History of the USA. Once upon a time, in a land rich with possibilities and dreams, the United States of America came into being. Its story began with the brave voyage of Christopher Columbus in 1492, as he sailed across the vast Atlantic Ocean in search of a new route to the Indies. Little did he know that his discovery of the Americas would forever alter the course of history. In the early 17th century, European settlers began to establish colonies along the eastern seaboard. The Pilgrims, seeking religious freedom, landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620, followed by other groups such as the Puritans in Massachusetts Bay. These colonies flourished, developing their own unique identities, forms of government, and economies. However, tensions soon arose between the colonies and the British Crown. The colonists, yearning for greater self-governance, grew dissatisfied with British rule and unfair taxes. In 1776, their grievances culminated in a bold act of defiance, the Declaration of Independence. The American Revolution erupted, pitting the colonists against the might of the British Empire. Led by visionaries like George Washington, the colonists fought for their freedom, their rights, and their belief in a government by the people, for the people. After a long and arduous struggle, the colonists emerged victorious, securing their independence and forging a new nation. In 1787, the Founding Fathers drafted the Constitution, establishing a framework for a federal government that would safeguard the rights and liberties of its citizens. George Washington became the first president of the United States, guiding the fledgling nation through its early years. As the 19th century dawned, the United States embarked on a path of expansion. The concept of manifest destiny fueled the nation's desire to stretch its borders from sea to shining sea. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803 doubled the size of the country, while pioneers blazed trails along the Oregon Trail and settled the lands of the Wild West. The nation's population grew rapidly, fueled by immigrants seeking opportunity and freedom. Yet, the issue of slavery loomed as a dark stain on the nation's conscience. The North and South became divided over this moral dilemma, and tensions escalated into the American Civil War in 1861. Brother fought against brother, and the nation was torn asunder. But from the ashes of this brutal conflict, a renewed spirit of unity emerged. The Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment abolished slavery, marking a turning point in American history. With the end of the Civil War came a period of reconstruction and healing. The United States entered an era of industrialization, technological innovation, and economic growth. Railroads crisscrossed the continent, factories churned out goods, and cities grew into bustling centers of commerce. However, rapid industrialization also brought challenges, as workers toiled in difficult conditions and societal inequalities persisted. The early 20th century witnessed America's rise as a global power. The United States played a decisive role in both World War I and World War II, helping to secure victory and safeguard democracy. The post-war period brought about an era of economic prosperity and technological advancements, as the nation transitioned into the modern age. Yet, the struggle for equality and civil rights persisted. The civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s, led by icons such as Martin Luther King Jr., fought against racial segregation and discrimination, demanding justice and equality for all Americans. In the late 20th century, the United States faced new challenges on the global stage. The Cold War rivalry with the Soviet Union dominated international affairs, with proxy conflicts and the ever-present threat of nuclear war. The United States emerged as a superpower, engaging in space exploration, technological breakthroughs, and shaping the world with its democratic values. As the 21st century unfolded, the United States faced new trials and triumphs. The September 11 terrorist attacks in 2001 shook the nation to its core, leading to the war on terror and a heightened focus on national security. The country also grappled with economic recessions, social changes, and debates on issues such as healthcare, climate change, and immigration. Through it all, the United States of America has been a nation built on the principles of liberty, democracy, and opportunity. It has weathered storms, faced its own flaws and challenges, yet continued to evolve and strive towards a more perfect union. The story of the USA is an ongoing narrative, shaped by the actions and aspirations of its people, as they navigate the complexities of an ever-changing world. In recent years, the United States has continued to evolve and confront new challenges. The country has witnessed significant social and cultural shifts, as well as political developments that have shaped its trajectory. Technology has played a transformative role in society, with the rise of the Internet and social media connecting people in unprecedented ways. The digital age has brought both opportunities and challenges, including concerns over privacy, misinformation, and the impact of technology on various industries. The United States has also seen a renewed focus on issues of social justice and equality. Movements such as Black Lives Matter have drawn attention to systemic racism and police violence, leading to widespread protests and calls for reform. Discussions on gender equality, LGBTQ rights, and the rights of marginalized communities have gained prominence. Political polarization has become increasingly pronounced, with deep divisions between different ideological groups. The country has witnessed heated debates on topics ranging from immigration and healthcare to gun control and climate change. Elections have been closely contested, reflecting the diversity of perspectives within the nation. In recent times, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a profound impact on the United States and the world. The country faced significant health and economic challenges, leading to widespread disruption and loss. Efforts to mitigate the spread of the virus included vaccination campaigns, mask mandates, and social distancing measures. The United States has also confronted environmental issues, recognizing the urgency of addressing climate change. The country has made commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and transition towards renewable energy sources, aiming to mitigate the effects of global warming and foster a more sustainable future. As we look to the future, the story of the United States continues to unfold. The challenges and opportunities that lie ahead will shape the nation's path, with ongoing debates on issues such as social justice, healthcare reform, economic inequality, and international relations. The resilience and adaptability of the American people will undoubtedly play a vital role in determining the next chapters of the USA's history. In recent times, the United States has witnessed significant political and societal shifts that continue to shape its history. Here are some key developments and ongoing issues. Political landscape. The United States has experienced a dynamic political landscape with changing administrations and shifting priorities. The 2016 presidential elections saw the unexpected victory of Donald Trump, a businessman and reality TV star, as the 45th president of the United States. His presidency was marked by controversies, policy changes, and a unique approach to governance. In 2020, Joe Biden was elected as the 46th president, signaling a shift in policy direction and priorities. Social movements and activism. The past decade has seen a surge in social movements and activism across the country. The #MeToo movement brought attention to issues of sexual harassment and assault, leading to a widespread cultural reckoning. Movements advocating for racial justice, such as the Black Lives Matter movement, have gained momentum. Addressing systemic racism and police violence. Youth-led movements like March for Our Lives have called for gun control reforms, highlighting the need for safer communities. Immigration and border policies. Immigration has been a contentious topic in recent years. The United States has grappled with the issue of border security, leading to debates on immigration policies and the treatment of undocumented immigrants. Discussions around the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals (DACA) program, which provides protection for young undocumented immigrants, have been particularly prominent. Economic challenges. The United States has faced economic challenges, including the impact of globalization, income inequality, and job displacement due to automation and technological advancements. The COVID-19 pandemic further exacerbated economic disparities, leading to significant job losses and financial hardships for many Americans. Efforts have been made to stimulate economic recovery and provide relief through government programs and policies. Climate change and environmental policies. Recognition of the urgent need to address climate change has grown in recent years. The United States has re-engaged in international efforts to combat climate change, rejoining the Paris Agreement, a global accord aimed at reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Climate policies and investments in renewable energy have gained prominence as the nation seeks to transition to a more sustainable and environmentally conscious future. Technology and privacy. Rapid advancements in technology have raised concerns about privacy, data security, and the influence of social media platforms. Debates have emerged around regulating tech giants, protecting personal information, and addressing the spread of misinformation and online manipulation. Global relations. The United States continues to navigate its role on the global stage. Geopolitical challenges, such as tensions with China, ongoing conflicts in the Middle East, and the pursuit of nuclear non-proliferation, shape the nation's foreign policy. The United States remains a key player in international alliances, economic partnerships, and efforts to address global issues. As the United States moves forward, these and other ongoing developments will continue to shape its history, reflecting the complex tapestry of a diverse and evolving nation. The resilience, activism, and collective efforts of the American people will undoubtedly influence the path that lies ahead.